Video games. They've been a means of entertainment for decades, and people are now playing them more than ever. When people think of video games, they're often reminded of mainstream games from companies like Nintendo or Activision. What many don't know about, however, is the presence of what are known as indie games. While games such as ones from the Super Mario franchise are made by major companies, indie games are created by individuals or small teams of people, and aren't as mainstream as their company-made cousins. Like company games, indie games can be played on a variety of platforms, ranging from PC to PS4, and although many are seldom known about, some have gotten a massive cult following, such as the smash hits of Minecraft, Undertale, and Five Nights at Freddy's. So, between these two types of games, which is better? Firstly, quality needs to be discussed. A common trademark of company games these days is their stunning graphics and high frame rates. This degree of visual quality in a game is much more feasible when there's a huge team working together to create a game, with different departments specializing in things such as design, gameplay mechanics, and bug fixes. Indie developers, on the other hand, don't always have these professionals working for them, and must resort to lesser-known artists and programmers, if they have anyone to work with at all. Consequently, many indie games lack the visual quality that mainstream games are so renowned for. Next is the availability and cost. As stated earlier, both company games and indie games can be played on multiple platforms. However, when company games can be found both in-store and online, indie games are scarcely available in hard copies, and must be downloaded from websites such as Steam or GameJolt. Price is also a major difference between company and indie games. Indie games are good for players on a budget, since they typically only cost a few dollars and may even be free. Company games, on the other hand, are often very expensive, usually costing around $60 in-store. Finally, there's uniqueness. When looking at a variety of company games, one may notice that they share a similar style or look and are played in a similar way. On the other hand, while looking at a variety of indie games, one may see a very diverse mix of art and gameplay styles, some of which may never be present in games from mainstream developers. A neat thing about indie games is that they can break the mold, displaying creative genius and originality that company games often lack. In a nutshell, company games and indie games both have their ups and downs. While company games are often high quality and available in-store, they can cost a pretty penny and may lack creativity. On the flip side, indie games are cheaper and much more unique, but are typically only available online and may lack quality. Despite their differences, however, both can be a lot of fun for players, and whether or not a certain kind is better is entirely up to preference. That being said, don't be afraid to try a new game once in a while. Be it company or indie, you might just find something you like.